Yay!
Happy New Year!
Hey, it's the Women of Ouija wishing you a happy.
It's 2016. Yay!
Yay!
All new for us.
Oh gosh, how fast did 2015 go, Karen? I mean, this was
My
amazing.
gosh.
We met in, I forgot how long ago it's been since we met. Now, but
I do too.
it seems like it's only has to be about a year, but we've been doing these videos and having so much fun. We had
Yep.
our adventure with going to see Bashar. We met at your house for a group message board little
Open
party.
message session. We did it. We met with Linda
Went to
up in
Linda's
LA.
house. Yeah,
We got some neat adventures coming up in 2016 this
that's
year.
yes. And
This
stay tuned.
month, as a matter of fact, we got some fun things going on. And yeah, time is flowing by. My goodness. I released a book last year, and you, my friend, are.
This
Yay!
year, I think it's coming out in February. Just stay tuned. I've got a great new memoir called "The Booty Made Me Do It: A Field Guide to Enlightenment." And guess who's in there? Karen Dahlman.
I make a small guest appearance, but that
She's
was
making a
very,
guest
very
appearance,
thoughtful and kind.
and she gave me a blurb. So it's going to be
Yeah.
so much fun. It's about my spiritual journey. It's a memoir, and it's got some fun stuff. So
Oh,
we're gonna
it's hysterical. I've read some of the chapters already. It is fab. You guys are going to enjoy it.
so we're gonna do a contest so some people can win some copies of that too. But for the new year, I mean, it went by so fast, and when you look back, just we want to see, did you make any of the intentions or goals that you had set for yourself? What can you do differently for the coming year? And Karen has a short list of some great things that you guys can do and that we can do to reach our goals and intentions. So take it away.
Oh, sure. Well, I like to call it my crystal clear intentions because with these, I'm going to ask 4 questions of you, and we'll post them down below too, so you can have them. 4 questions of you of how and what you want for this new year, but it's focused on joy because I think the key thing here is when you feel more joy in your life, you spread more joy, you share more joy, you get more joy back. So we're going to focus on joy with the crystal clear intentions for 2016. Now, I've been doing this meditation, this ritual for several years now, but I've been working with my intentions and goals, and I don't like the word goals anymore. I like the word intentions. Since, gosh, it was 1994 when I started writing them down every single year. Now, this is the key. This is the trick. You ready? Write it down in January, look at it halfway through the year, and don't look at it again until the end of the year when you're ready to do your new set in 2017 of your crystal clear intentions. The whole idea is you put the energy down on paper, and now I type mine up. It's on my computer, and I keep it in folders so I can go back and reflect on it at the 6-month mark and again at the end of the year. But what you do is when you put it down, it becomes word. It becomes like in stone and concrete, and it allows it. Things will shift and change, and that's okay. But it allows it to have this vibration that's sent out into the great matrix of the universe so it can do its magical wonders and work on your behalf for you. So here's the 4 questions. I'm going to read them to you. Number 1, how did you experience the most joy in 2015? Okay, number 1. Number 2, now you got to answer it, okay? You spend some time, and here's mine from last year. Just quick little blurbs. You don't have to go on and on. Number 2, what do you believe will create even more joy in this new year? Number 3, what transformation are you seeking this year? We're always trying to change or improve or do something different or bring something new in or release something. So what is that transformation that you're seeking this year? And number 4, what is your focused intention for 2016? Those 4 questions, sit down and write them out, put them away, and look at them again and see what happens for you. And again, all these will be right below so you can just read them off and do this work on your own time. Now,
Karen,
what are you going to do, Marla?
That's fantastic. I love it. And I want to speak to something. When you said I know people make, one of the big things is that people want to lose weight for the new year, right? And I remember when I was a waitress, I remember like January and February and going into March, like nobody would order dessert,
Oh, yeah, right.
because they were all on a diet. But then like by mid-March, it's like, yeah, I'll have the cheesecake, it kind of fell by the wayside. And it's a tough, when you are making that big goal, like I'm going to lose weight, somehow it's just too daunting or something. And I love something that that Teal Swan, one of my favorite spiritual teachers, says. She says she wrote a new book, and it's based on this one phrase: is what would someone who loves themselves do? Would, if you loved yourself, would you eat, a piece of cheesecake or the whole bag of chips, or would you not go to the gym because you'd rather, do something else? And then I also like to think about when you're eating, to think about, is this going to nourish my body? You want to come from love, and what would someone who loved themselves do? Is this going to nourish my body, or is this going to put on some pounds or make me feel sluggish or put some toxins into me? And when you think about it, the food that you're feeding yourself as nourishment, nourishing. That's what I try to do, and I love that shift, instead of just saying I shouldn't be having that, instead.
Well, I like it too, because when you, even the sound of the word nourish, it's very soothing. And when you eat with the soothing sound, soothing words, soothing feelings, it actually helps transform and shift that food to real good energy for you.
Right. And since I am a Reiki and energy healer, I like to put my hands over the food. And I think that's where it came, praying over food. The praying over food came but you can put some good energy into your food too, an intention that this will nourish me. So I also wanted to say something about goals that people will do. So for example, you might beat yourself up over something like, oh, last year I wanted to do such and such, and I never did it. Now, for years, one of my goals was to be a speaker. I wanted to write a talk. I went to speakers training. I know I have a talent in that area, but I could never figure out what talk. I couldn't get it together. I felt I didn't do it, and I've beat myself up. The years have gone by, and I never did it. Well, this year I have a speech coach, a wonderful gal called Mimi Donaldson. I'll put the link to her video there because she's fantastic. We sat down and I did some sessions with her. We wrote an amazing talk, which I'm going to be rolling out in 2015. But she helped me realize, Marla, I had to live some of the experiences that I'm now going to be talking about. It's not about dating. It's something else. It's something that my business actually helped me learn, and that I can help other people with. And I had to go through all of that for years and get the credibility and the knowledge to now do this talk. So instead of beating myself up about I couldn't get it together, things came about in divine timing. And things can be working in the background with your guides, with your angels, with the universe, with energy, and lining things up for you, as long as you have that intention. I always had the intention to speak. So now I've got the talk. Now we'll have to see if I can get the bookings. but things,
watch out, world!
Watch out, world! Here we come. But so some of your intentions, know that they might bleed into the next year or the next, because things are going to be lining up along the way.
And along that note, too, they may shift and change or fall away, depending on how you grow and how you change. And that's okay. So we don't beat ourselves up about intentions. That's why I usually stay away from the word goal, because goal seems to be so hardcore.
Yes.
Get this done. Where intention's more of like, what do I intend? It's more of a flow. It's more of a feminine energy flowing into it. And so allow those intentions to be set, but also allow them to evolve. And I think it's what's happened for you with this whole new engagement of speaking.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Something that I've always wanted, but I had to have the right, just like being an author. Since I was a little girl, I wanted to write a book, and I didn't know how. I didn't know how to do the punctuation, this, that. I didn't know. We didn't have computers. I mean, I'm not, I'm not a 25-year-old kid. Back when I was, Karen and I were younger, we didn't
put me in that category. Just kidding.
When I was young, we didn't have those tools, but we had to have the experience, the knowledge, the life lived, the tools to do it, and now you can't stop us. We're on our next book.
That's
our next book. So it's never.
We paid our dues and all the different things we've done throughout our life. So.
And now we can share it, and now we can even share other people's from the other side that aren't even in a body. We can share their words.
That's right.
Share their work,
which we love to do.
Yes,
by the way,
we love to do, and we had some great. I'll put a link in the below box too of the Christmas video that we did with some beautiful messages from our angels and guides for everybody.
Yeah, be sure to catch that as well.
Yeah, that was great.
Fun
so
stuff.
Happy New Year. We wanted to be creative and silly for you guys. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for the likes, and we love you all, and let us know how you go with those intentions, okay? Let us know how it goes.
Have a fabulous new year.